We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, Mr. Abdulatif, Wahba, political analyst. Mr. Abdulatif, a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello? Mr. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Abdulatif. And let me start by asking you, what does Parliament's approval of the new government of the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli's program mean in your opinion?
I think the Parliament approved not only the government but approved the new cabinet plan for the coming 3 years.
3 years, yes.
As you know that Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Prime Minister, prepared a short plan. This is, of course, will take about 3 years to implement all main principles and the figures that mentioned in this program. You know that before the approving the conferences cabinet, the different or the various parliamentary committees meet with the government, with the members of it, and they discuss them about their ministers in implementing this plan, and also their for their ministers. As you know that President Abdulatif recommended the government, he asked the Prime Minister to form a new cabinet to host the public and the private revenues and investment, and at the same time to improve the services presented to the Egyptian people in all provinces, especially in health, education, transportation, and also in local, the price of the commodities in local markets, and how to monitor, how to control the public markets and so on, and its distributions all over the provinces. As you know, fully at the same time to present a vision how to increase the hand of the government to deal with the prices of different local, especially as you know that we imposed some basic commodities like wheat, like oil, the lentils, and so on, to meet the demand of the local markets and to bridge the gap between the productions, the high increase in at the same time. This is the main basic items and the principle of the
new program.
Of the short-term plan that presented or Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli declared this before the Parliament last week.
Indeed, Mr. Abdulatif, let me ask you, you mentioned quite a few topics that were touched upon. You also spoke about the important economic features. Related to this, of course, versus tourism. The government program also presents an ambitious plan. What are some of the most important features of this plan, in your opinion?
As you know, that's an important effort from the cabinet to the economic in general, not only the tourism only, and not only tourism, but all other economic sectors. Of course, you hear Mr. Zamadouni declared that the government targets to increase its domestic product in the coming 3 years to 5% of GDP or 60% as we hope during his. This is one, and at the same time, as you know, that they are concentrating their efforts to attract the foreign direct investment in Egypt, especially after Egypt amended the climate of investment during the last 4 or 5 years, and what they called it golden light for the projects that didn't complete its procedures until they start their productions. At the same time that they are intending to increase the Egyptian export by 15% annually to achieve the target recommended at the to reach by the Egyptian export to $100 billion. And at the same time, as you mentioned, the tourism sector is one of the sectors that attracting the foreign direct investment on and on the other hand, in transferring or attracting the revenues at the same time, budget, especially as the Minister of Tourism told that Egypt about over $6 billion first 6 months of the current year, and received at the same time about 7.4 million tourists. Was an important Egyptian cabinet and for the Egyptian foreign currency inflows from they are intending to increase the number of the tourist arrival to about 30 million tourists through 2028. This is, of course, the short term for them to attract the or to get its assets from the tourists from the world to Egypt.
Right. Finally, let me just wrap up quickly because we are running out of time, Mr. Abdulatif. Let me ask you about, the new government also announced that it is interested in improving, the citizen conditions and making the citizen feel these improvements very quickly. What are some of the immediate measures you expect the government to take to reach this goal?
First of all, as you mentioned, that they will increase the distributions of the basic commodities in the local market and to improve the other utilities like health, like the transportation and so on, and at the same time to improve the medical services in public hospitals and so on.
Absolutely. Abdulatif Wahba, our political analyst and our guest for the afternoon. I'd like to thank you very much, sir, for your time and your insight on today's Cairo Local Time.